reminds me of that one time I killed a lot of people.
You really didn't have a chance.
Getting the hang of this murder thing.
I will fucking end you.
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 1. The Dead. Welcome to hell, O ye of questionable morality. Who you were on Earth no longer matters. When you arrive here, everyone... My lord to the elderly gentleman who takes bells from banks begins the same way. As wretched ghouls wandering the streets. As a shadow of a man, you are stripped of your sins and condemned to a meaningless existence. Eternal playthings for a demonic host who is all too eager to
Who can save you now, child? Burn the heartless one!
I hate kids!
Gotta pick it up.
There's no escape.
Gotta find more of these things. Gotta touch down. This is bad timing. Let's see what these things can do.
Abandoned ship! We've been boarded!
Get these damn things off my ship!
Get out more often.
Get off! Do this all day.
I got a bit of treasure in that chest over there. The weapon you find inside may help with our little imp problem.
That is a freakishly large hammer.
I summoned these imps to serve as my crew. I forgot what a handful they could be. Once aboard, they wouldn't listen to their captain. They ran amok in the bowels of the ship.
Get it off! Get it off! Ready to give up yet? Mighty little bastard. Get it off! Get it off!
Good God, they're swarming me!
Hey, it's okay to drop the pirate voice.
What pirate voice would that be?
Wow.
Zinyak's destruction of Earth had a profound impact on the afterlife. To heaven, it was a logistical nightmare. St. Peter's meticulous nature drove purgatory wait times to unbearable levels. Meanwhile, in hell, where souls in pain were used as currency, it created a new era of prosperity for the wickedly enterprising. This economic boom resulted in the coffers of hell to be overflowing, which in turn piqued the interest of the most notorious man that sailed the seven seas. Long had Blackbeard been a thorn in Satan's side, robbing tax collectors on a semi-regular basis. But the promise of an immeasurable fortune drove him to be even bolder. An arrangement was reached. Blackbeard would provide information on strategic targets in exchange for a share of the profit. Johnny, who was interested in murder, not money, happily agreed.
I grant ye the ability to summon my crew whenever they're needed. Not even when Satan himself. All right, matey. It's time for your lesson. Let's summon me favorite scurvy-riddled hellion, the imp. Why don't you start off by summoning an imp to take out those enemies? There you go, matey. Now take down the other. Those little ankle biters are vicious. Now let's practice your aim. Take down the demons on the islands. Few things are as rewarding as pressing someone into service, am I right? Now get going. There's a whole wide world waiting to be plundered.
One of these days I'm gonna get Blackbeard off that boat and onto the fucking squash court.
I raided a Centerpol office and found information on where the president is being kept. Evidently, they've been trapped in some sort of soul crystal inside Satan's palace. Breaking in is an impossibility. Your best bet to save them is to continue to try to draw Satan out of his palace.
God, this feels good. Got a touchdown.
Lights up. William Shakespeare, humanity's greatest playwright, and hell's most diabolical purveyor of entertainment, looks on as a brave mortal on an Orphean quest enters. The bard's interest is piqued, and he looks to test his visitor's mettle. The masked tragedies were used to enemies cowering as they approached, but soon they realized that they faced a foe with courage and nobility, traits uncommon in the fires of perdition. The inciting incident resolved, the time had come for rising action! The battle raged on below, and as bullets and blood flew, the bard arched a curious eyebrow. Could this mortal be the exact thing that Shakespeare needed? Now, Act 3!
I'm good.
The conflict resolved. Shakespeare eagerly awaited meeting the champion that dispatched so many of his men. Undoubtedly, they were here for the bard's aid. And while happy endings were not a thing found in hell, Shakespeare always had a soft spot for comedies.
In the land of the living, William Shakespeare is regarded as one of the most prolific playwrights of all time. However, to the denizens of hell, the bard is seen in a far different light. After selling his soul for fame and adoration, Shakespeare served in hell as Satan's spy master general. In doing his duty, Shakespeare would punish the souls he was investigating by forcing them to perform in grotesque passion plays for Satan's amusement. But in a Twelfth Night-esque twist, Shakespeare found himself living a double life. While he projected an image of cruelty, his heart was as soft as Jezebel's. In secret, he would tutor her on the classics and act out the works of his mortal days. When Satan found out, he cast Shakespeare out of the palace, believing that the poet would be tormented by the populace of hell, far out of Jezebel's sight. But Satan had not counted on the bard's cunning. Embracing his persona of master torturer, Shakespeare and his followers, the tragedies, took root in the entertainment district, biding their time for revenge.
So Shakespeare called forth the Deus Ex Machina to bestow our protagonist with the arcane power of force. Lights up. The mortal stands in the training grounds, eager to try out his new Force Stomp power on the group of demons in front of them.
To battle!
Act 1, Scene 2, in which our protagonist kills more demons. Act 2, in which our protagonist is greeted by foul imps. Our protagonist learns that Force Stomp even works on flying enemies, enabling them to remove a dark inciter's shield before shooting them to death with bullets. The day is won, and the curtain closes on our noble hero.
One of these days I'm gonna get Blackbeard off that boat and onto the fucking squash court.
Is that all you got?
I'm ready for anything.
Thanks.
This looks fun.
Note to self. Find a way to control lightning.
Michael!
Lost count on these things. This is bad timing. Gotta find more of these things. Running out of juice. Let's see what these things can do.
horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep.
What, if they wanted to torture you, why'd they use the short version of the song?
It's the short version?
Oh yeah! The wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish. The homo on the bus goes heh, heh, heh. Come on, have like 80 of them.
Driver on the bus says tickets, please, tickets, please. The driver on the bus says tickets, please, all day long. The babies on the bus say wah, 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 wah. The babies on the bus say wah, 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 all day long. The mummies on the bus say shh, 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 shh.
Come, let us return to my castle, so we may plot our next steps in proper surroundings.
Johnny led Vlad back to his castle, which since his incarceration became a haven for frat parties and squatters. But the systematic impaling of trespassers would have to wait. Vlad was a man of his word, and was eager to provide intel that could aid in hobbling Satan's armies.
I bestow upon you the Stygian cold fire. I brought you to this inferno to teach you about the power I have granted you. Cold's fire is an aura, which means you must activate the power and get close to an enemy before they will feel the cold embrace of the Stygian flames. Try it against these demons. Well done, my friend. Now here comes a dark inciter. Use your aura, then get close to him to take down his shields. From there, you can finish him off with your pistol.
Nothing here.
Hope Johnny can keep up.
Challenge me.
You've done it. Doesn't it feel good to watch an enemy burn?
Anyone else want to turn? This is bad timing. God, this feels good.
We're standing in a parking garage. I don't like it either, but Centerpool isn't giving us many options.
I can't believe they tried to force us out.
I can't believe you forgot the mimosas. I think we have bigger problems. I don't think you realize how much I love mimosas.
I can't help but notice that people are trying to kill him.
Yeah, they're really big on that here.
What did you do?
Is now really a good time? We can wait until we're done shooting people.
Well, I'm great at multitasking.
Remember when we offered you a deal on that airplane, and you responded by killing everyone?
Yeah.
It's like that, but worse.
Keep it coming.
Stay dead, for God's sake.
Hey, Viola. You should know that Kinsey misses you.
Really? That's so sweet.
Who's Kinsey?
You remember Kinsey. She was that hacker that Matt Miller hated.
Isn't she crazy?
You know, she really grows on you.
Starting to feel sociopathic.
Hi. Let's get you two back to Dane.
Hooray.
After being reunited in hell, Kiki and Viola wasted no time in doing what they do best: facilitate the running of businesses. However, the De Winter sisters' success did not sit well with other would-be power players in hell. The sisters' operations all came under attack at once, forcing them on the run. Soon, the twins found themselves on the receiving end of an offer they couldn't refuse. After all, it was better to own 1/5 of something than to be dead.
You helped us, now let us help you.
Here's a little something made popular by another group of sisters, the Gorgons.
All right, Dane's letting us use his Ultor training room to test out your Stone Blast power.
So go ahead and blast these demons to turn them to stone. After they're petrified, you can use your pistol to shatter them.
You should never mess with the Saints.
Ready to give up yet?
Nice! Stone Blast is especially useful on flying demons like this one.
All right, now let's see you drop a few more.
A blast will also take down the shield of a Dark Insider, leaving it vulnerable to gunfire. Take this Dark Insider out.
I think you've got the gist of it. All right, let's go.
One of these days I'm gonna get Blackbeard off that boat and onto the fucking squash court. Men like Blackbeard are the best to work with. You always know what they're looking for.
Oh! Enough's enough.
So long, Tex.
Go!
Come at me, motherfucker!
Stay down.
Go! Go!
Just prime real estate in hell. This smoggy shithole is located over the richest mineral veins in the afterlife. You want to hurt hell's infrastructure? Here's where you do it.
Do this all day. Let's see what these things can do.
My lawyer, Legal Lee, figured out a way to get some gold-level clients a fast track out of hell. The more abuse you put these guys through, the more years we can shave off. Lee suggested running clients through the designated intersections to boost their punishment. Oh, and dive in front of those vehicles on fire for bonus points. I mean, let's face it, the more they hurt, the sooner shit bastards are out of here.
While his wife Laura was admitted into heaven, the Heavenly Father was less forgiving of poor Tobias, whose shirtless antics as a crazed drug dealer firmly earned him a place inside the Great Inferno. However, ever the optimist, Tobias tried to look on the bright side of being transformed into a husk. After all, while the removal of his signature dreadlocks was a disappointment, he was finally free from having to wear pants ever again. But while Perpetual Commando appealed to Tobias, he still yearned for Laura and her delightful snickerdoodles. Touched by his story and terrified by his demeanor, Legal Lee worked with renewed purpose to unite the two lovers.
Alright, buddy, let's take this opportunity to stretch those wings. I've set up a rudimentary flight path through the city. All you need to do is hit the checkpoints in the order they appear. Now, because I'm a swell guy, I put some orbs out there to help you. The white ones will recharge your wings. The green ones will give you more stamina. Let's go.
Made it. Woo! The only way to travel. Right.
See what these things can do.
The only way to travel. Made it. This isn't so tough. That was a good time.
Yeah! Maybe I can crush this thing.
Hey, looks like you kicked the dust off one of those ancient altars. Whenever you find the right power to activate one of these things, and let's be honest, you have 4 to choose from, it's not rocket science, you'll be imbued with a new arcane element for that power. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it kinda is. Once you steal the power from the altar, a bunch of guardians will appear and try to kill you. But if you use your new power to clear them out, it's yours to keep.
In which our heroes are didactically informed that the vacuum stomp draws enemies toward them.
Okay, I have a thought on how we can get the attention of Satan, and I really think you're gonna like this one. Blow the shit out of everything, and I mean everything! Demons, cars, fences are real popular. Just tear this place apart.
Never underestimate me.
Go! Yeah!
Got to offer.
Understand why the boss likes violence so much.
One more for the collection.
Everyone's chasing the Stygian dream down here. A way to make hell just a little more tolerable. And when you're surrounded with that amount of desperation, believe me, it's easy to find people who lay it all on the line for next to nothing. Some folks think I had all this handed to me and I take advantage of people, but here's the God's honest truth. In life and in death, I work for everything. Opportunities mean fuck all if you do nothing with them. Most of these poor bastards down here whine about their lot in life, but are unwilling to do anything about it. That's not me.
What did I do to you?
Getting the hang of this murder thing.
God, this feels good. Another clue. Need the rest of wings. See what these things can do. Nice. God, this feels good. This is what I'm talking about. Damn it. Got it.
All right, it's salvation time. Satan's using his magic to send souls skyward and downward into oblivion. That's where you come in. Catch the falling souls before they hit ground and use an arcane blast to free the souls rising upward. Of course, once you do that, you'll still have to catch them before they drift off to their death. Speed is key here. You'll get a bonus for every soul you can save before touching down. Now let's go save some clients. I mean souls. Poor souls that need help.
Souls as I can. Let's see what these things can do.
I gotta blast through that shield.
This is bad timing. The rest of the wings.
Damn it! Gotta build up the combo.
Going, I gotta stay in the air. Gotcha. God, this feels good. Running out of juice. Hi to the big guy.
I need to destroy that shield to save.
That. Thank you.
Woo!
Got a touchdown. Say hi to the big guy for me. I gotta catch more souls before I touch down. Running out of juice. Need to rest the wings. Damn it. Got a touchdown. Fucking collectibles. Need to rest the wings. Running out of juice. Yeah! Need to rest the wings. Nice. Running out of juice. This is bad timing. Got a touchdown.
Johnny, stand with me.
Gets easier every time.
Great job tearing up hell.
Thanks.
I need you to stop.
What?
Do you really think Satan could still be thinking about Jezebel's wedding after all the damage you've done? I'm telling you, the devil is about to react in a big way. And when he does, we need to be ready.
Satan didn't have much time to react to the war Gat was waging, because at home, Jezebel was waging a war of her own.
I I don't love them.
You think I care?
If you started acting like a father, you would.
I'm looking after your best interest.
You don't care about my happiness. This is about you. If you just stop telling...
You will marry that saint, and I won't hear another word!
I won't do it.
You think because you're my daughter, you think that you're above it all. But schemes are currently in motion. Your choice, be a wife or be a thrall. They say the devil's in the details, and I have some more for you. Celestial light doesn't shine a ray here. Happy endings are through. You belong to me. I'm giving you away. Your blood will not save you. My hand will be cruel if you disobey. You belong to me.
Never. I'm sick of perdition, so tired of tradition, but now my time has come to go break away, to live for today, to stand out beneath the sun. I know there has to be some way for me to be free, just living a life that's far from the strife and torturous pain, someplace that's far from here and not awash with fear. Oh God, I can't wait to cast off this hate. I want to find love. There's a big wide world for me to explore, so many things that I don't know. Like, would I like ice cream? How do I feel about cats? And is Nightblade my new favorite show? But until that time, I'm stuck in this hell, a relentless tempest of rage, surrounded by guards, betrothed by my father, trapped inside this gilded cage.
It's not working, Kinsey.
You don't know that, Johnny.
Tearing this place apart, but Satan doesn't even seem to...
We didn't come this far to fail.
You think I'm giving up?
We have one less place to go.
What if it doesn't work?
The bus is counting on us.
You think I don't know? How do I burn down a city that's baptized in fire? How do I kill off an army that's dead? Time's slipping away now, and the best plan we've got is just put one inside Satan's head. If roles were reversed, God, I know they'd save me, but all my solutions involve murder sprees.
You have to stay the course and kill without remorse.
Yeah, that sounds fun, but what has that done? We're still where we stand.
The day isn't over yet. Our sun's not begun to set. No matter how small, the wings of a fly can create hurricanes. Johnny Gat. Hope. I feel hope. For the first time I've ever in my life. Gat is the name that cuts through my father like a knife. The seed of rebellion, it grows like a weed, and someone so violent is just what I need. There's no turning back now, the die has been cast. This sinner has found her saint, I'll be free at last. The people, the music, it waits up above. I know I'll be happy when I find love. I know I'll be happy when I find
Looks like Satan's noticed that the current disruptions have been caused by everyone's favorite winged terrorist, and he's looking to do something about it. Display spire emplacements all around the city. Now, these things look like slimy tentacles, but make no mistake, they can shoot you out of the sky. The only way we can stop these things is to literally rip out their hearts. And by we, I mean you. I'll be at the office drinking scotch.
Man, I'm really good at killing people.
Is that all you got?
Great work. Ultor's moving into the territory you freed up, and we're already seeing a difference. I can't wait to see what happens when we own it all.
Running out of juice.
Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 38. Imps. Little bundles of pure sin. These adorable mischief makers...
The Barrens is the perfect staging grounds for all manner of operations against Satan. But first, we have to secure it.
Know your limits. It was the best piece of advice my father gave me, and I ignored it because I was a fucking idiot. I was the director of special projects for Ultor, and I pissed it all away because my ambition got the better of me. The reality is that I'm a kingmaker, not a king. I'm not going to make that same mistake twice.
I'll fuck your world up. God, this feels good. The Barrens were the only place desolate enough to allow me to build the Queen Anne's revenge in peace. Before I discovered the Barrens, all of my efforts would be overrun by people looking to cause me harm. But here, the energy it would require to ruin my day wasn't worth the wasteland they would have to traverse. Alright.
marshalling grounds. Satan uses these things to arm and send off armies to crush his enemies. If you convert all the control stones, we should be able to use them to get around hell even faster. Predictably, there's a terrifying archdemon protecting the marshalling grounds, so it's gonna be a fight. Don't worry, though. Well, maybe you should worry. It's a scary fucking demon, but whatever. You'll figure it out.
Come on out so I can... Got a touchdown.
Prepare yourself. Now, face Lombard.
Running out of juice. Lost count on these things. Yeah! Being a pirate with no water to sail on is like being a pirate with no water to sail on. I tried to build a craft that could weather the lava, but each time the craft and crew would erupt in flames. That's why today, the Queen Anne's Revenge sails on thermal currents and arcane magic. Yes, the arcane magic is doing the heavy lifting, but I'd like to believe the sails are still doing something. This is what I'm talking about.
Go! Go! Go!
Gotta touch down.
The Barrens are as good a home as any pirate could ask for. It's remote, devoid of people, and perilous to get to. Here, I can live as a pirate king for the rest of my eternal days. Well, look here.
Anyone else want to play?
This treasure better be worth it.
I got word from Blackbeard that every island has a treasure chest hidden on it. What's in the chest? I don't know. I'm not a fucking pirate. What I do know is that if you want to get that thing open, you have to find 3 corresponding glyphs. Look on the bright side. Nothing's trying to kill you.
Blackbeard kinda sucks at hiding it.
Okay, maybe I do like murder. A little.
Need to rest the wings. That's the last one. Time to open that chest. Woo! This is bad timing. Running out of juice. This is bad timing.
There's lots of ways to get Satan's attention, but we should never forget the classic, rampant fucking murder. Pride is a sin the Devil's Army has in spades, so if you want to pick a fight, you can bet your ass they're coming in droves.
Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 12, The Barrens. Once a lovely location for bacchanals and ritualistic murders, the heavenly host laid waste to the Barrens in the last war between heaven and hell. I have forbidden rebuilding the Barrens, so it serves as a reminder for what we lost. Only after I lay siege to heaven will I allow it to return to its former glory.
Maybe I can crush this thing. Maybe I can crush this thing. Winning isn't important.
But in time, our heroes discovered the ability to bathe their enemies in the holy light of the Lord.
Don't you guys take that hit?
Should have done your homework, Kenzie.
That should make Dan happy.
More coming!
I'm right here. Teacup, teacup.
souls as I can. Thank you. I lose the combo when I touch the ground? How gamey is that? Let's see what these things can do. Dying gap. Soul save. I gotta blast through that shit. Got a touchdown. Shit. I had a good thing going there. This feels good. I loot the combo when I touch the ground? How gamey is that? This is bad timing. Thank you.
Is ours. Now to start pressing souls into service. Soon, the Queen Anne's revenge will be a thing to be feared again.
Blackbeard was pleased. While some would call Dominion of the Barons a small prize, to Blackbeard it was exactly what he needed. An out-of-the-way place to hoard his treasure and live like a bandit king.
Got a touchdown. Gotta say, I'm pretty spry for a guy who was shot in the knee with a shotgun.
Good job bringing more people into our little I Hate Satan club. Why don't you take a rest?
Not interested. I got more shit to blow up.
I'm just saying I got a lead on where you can find a very nice chair.
I just told...
It has guns.
I'm in. Gotta pick it up.
Yeah!
Where's the chair?
I don't know.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Dave.
Look, I got you this far. Just search the rooftops, okay?
Life is good. I'm sick of this shit.
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 22. The Spires. Our aerial defenses are a precious commodity and are only to be deployed upon angelic threat.
One more.
In the name of the Dark Father.
God, this feels good. Running out of juice. See what these things can do.
Shakespeare secretly longed for overt control of the entertainment district. If only someone could act on behalf of the thoughts he kept to himself.
Gotta find more of these things.
Never guessed the obscurity, but no theatre company would even entertain the idea of putting on my works, preferring to read plays written by lesser men. To them, I was a laughingstock, a fool who only wrote base comedies. I was willing to give anything to have my works be given the credit they were due. Some may question if selling my soul was worth it. Obviously, those people never met Mark.
This is addicting. Get out more often. All you got?
One day I'm gonna catch. Who builds these fucking?
Think I'm not ready for you?
One more.
This all hell got to offer?
This is what I'm talking about.
I'm sick of this shit.
This is really liberating.
Yeah.
Who is my foe?
Me? Is that you? What the fuck are you doing in there?
Anyone buys fast food in hell, it's a front. I've been stashing resources in the branches all over hell. Swing by all three and you'll have enough components to build a weapon.
Can I still get a taco?
Don't want the fucking taco, now get out of here.
Man, I'm really good at killing people.
Let's play.
Woo!
The passion plays I wrote for Satan were simple and formulaic. The context didn't matter so much as ensuring that the action was consistent and exciting. He didn't see those plays as plots. He saw them for the spectacle of murder. That being said, the comedy about Iago and Aaron the Moor as roommates was a real hoot.
This all hell's got to offer?
Lock your door next time. Anyone else want to play?
Alright. Let's see what these things can do.
doing just fine.
Gotta pick it up.
This isn't so tough. Made it. Alright. This isn't so tough. Made it. Alright. That was a good time. Alright. Made it. This isn't so tough.
Yeah!
Woohoo! That is the only strip club worth going to. Johnny can keep up.
Lucky me. More of them.
So much better than flicking.
This is bad timing.
You might want to swing by the old tour building. There's someone here you need to meet.
On my way.
Emboldened by the power of song, Jezebel set out to find the one man that could save her from her impending nuptials. Fortunately for her, Johnny's trail of destruction wasn't too hard to follow.
One night with any lover, but you have to punch a panda. Do you do it?
Ooh, good question.
Mr. Gat?
Who are you?
Well, I'm
We're not doing that again.
Oh, okay. I'm Jezebel.
Good to know.
What are you doing?
Threatening you. You're not marrying the president.
I don't want to marry the president.
Wow, that was easier than I thought.
My dad's making me do it. What now? now!
Now I'm holding you hostage.
You don't need to do this.
Yeah, that's what hostages always say.
No, like, you really don't need to do this. I'm here to help you.
Yeah, but I already have the gun drawn, so,
Are you kidding me?
maybe. Not sure yet, I'm kinda winging it.
Can you wing it without the gun?
It's a comfort thing.
Not for me.
What do you want?
For you to put the gun down.
Get used to disappointment.
You sound like my father.
What?
He's always telling me that life is about misery, not happiness. That dreams only exist to make people forget about their own mediocrity.
Man, that's depressing.
Being the devil's daughter sucks.
What do you want?
I want to punch my dad in the face.
We're gonna get along just fine.
Of course, Jezebel was speaking metaphorically, but Johnny didn't notice. Jezebel was eager to help Johnny in any way she could, and vowed to find a way to sneak him into the palace. Johnny frowned at the seemingly arbitrary amount of time required for Jezebel to find a way to sneak him in. But he accepted the fact that without traditional missions, this was the best way to further the story.
All right, Jezebel went back home. She's gonna let us know when she can sneak you in. In the meantime...
Hands off me, you fucking troglodyte!
We have your friends, mortal, and they will writhe until their screams no longer please us.
Hang tight, Dane, I'm coming. Got a touchdown. Got it. Let's see what these things can do.
You'll rue the day you dared to shame the scourge of the seven seas.
You're goddamn right they will.
Hell's riches is not mine.
Anyone else want to play?
First the imps, then this. Oh, it's been a fortnight of indignity.
I know how you feel. I had to wear a poodle skirt once.
Lost count on these things.
Calamity becomes!
Gotta pick it up.
Johnny, stand with me, and I'll let you live.
Never should have fucked with me.
This is what I'm talking about. One more. Damn it.
Oh, murder.
Thank you, Kinsey. We're like sisters now.
Yes.
I knew you.